Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I will be giving you a short demonstration to how to use Classmaker. Our principal Mishkil asked me to make a short video explaining how can we use this particular system. It's a very good online system that is used by many universities around the world, examination boards, and obviously lots of corporate as well to test their employees. Well, anyway, there are lots of good features that are good, and most of the teachers will obviously like them. First of all, you just have to learn it a bit. Afterwards, all the checking, the percentages, the calculations of the result will be done on their own. It's a very secure system. As you can see over here, the system did generate some codes, registration codes. These will be shared with the students, and students will log in with these codes, entering their first name and last name. Once they log in, the good thing about the system is that every test can be assigned a particular time. For example, if it's 30 minutes, the student has to finish the exam within 30 minutes. If one does not do so and fail to do so, whatever he or she has done will be submitted. Okay, so one is security, second is time constraint, and one of the best features that I really liked was that you can randomize the questions. For example, if you made 50 questions, you can randomize them. Every student will get random questions. Okay, so you can have random questions over here. So you can make tests, you can make groups. First you'll make a test. Once you made the test, you will basically assign it to a group. Group means A1, A2, whatever groups. Okay, then you will send links to the students. So I will be demonstrating you how you can do all this in this particular system. In case if you still have an issue, please you can contact me. My number is there in the WhatsApp group. I am there to help out anyone there, obviously, so you can be in touch with me for any issue. I have to act as a teacher and as a student. So I'll log out, I'll log in, and I'll tell you how the entire process will go on. So I just created some tests over here. Okay, I have ICT. I can create more for you. We can go to tests. Okay, and the tests I have over here is information technology test. You can even create a new test. Go to new test. Okay, and obviously you can go through the process. I will explain you this afterwards. Just go to information technology, and I have not assigned this test to any of the class. Okay, so I can assign it to a class. Right now there are two options available. We can assign it through group members, or we can assign it through a URL. I think so URL is not a very good option for us. We will assign it through groups. We will make groups. Group means classes 9A, 9B, 9C, 10A, 10B, 10C, whatever you want to make. So I'll assign it to a group. I have made the following groups. I will also tell you how to make the groups as well. So let's say I want to assign this test to grade 9. Next. Okay, now these are some options available over here which are really good. This test should be available right now or unavailable. What time do you want this test to be available? You can mention the time as well over here. Attempts, obviously one attempt is allowed. Instructions, do you want to give the instruction before it starts? Yes, you can. Okay, taking time, how much time? Obviously let's say 1 minute or 2 minutes. Okay, let's make it 2 minutes for what I have made. Right, resume later, no, we'll not give that option. So the good thing about this time limit is that if you assign, let's say 30 minutes, if someone is not able to achieve in 30 minutes, it will automatically submit whatever that particular candidate has done till that particular time. So it's quite strict on this itself. Okay, there are other options you can see it yourself. I'll simply say assign. Okay, so great, you have actually assigned your test. All right, okay. I'll go back. I'll go to grade 9 now. Now once I'm here, I'll go back and I'll explain you this again. Once I have assigned this, I have this my test which has been assigned to a group. Now what I need to do is I need to generate some codes. These code that I generate, we have to give it to every candidate, every student. Now this is the most important part. This code that will be given to every candidate, we have to make sure the code goes to that individual candidate. Okay, if this happens, then obviously there is no way cheating can happen. I'll just show you how. Class 9. Once I come here, I'll go to add members. Now we have different options again over here. I can register now. I can register now and I can make a list of all the students. No, that's why quite tedious work, although it will be very safe work. But not every teacher can make a list and then inform. So the better option is we go for self-registration, which is good. And let's try this option. Okay, and here we have different options. Now this is quite enough for us. You have 4,900. This is basically initially there were 5,000 user places left. Maximum 1,000 users can be registered per group. You have 988 registration codes left. Quite enough for us. I will, let's say right now I'll just create is 10. Okay, I'll just create one. So let's look at the registration codes that I've just generated. Let's print them and see. So this is what I have. I have these codes being generated for me. You can look over here. Right. How do we transfer these? Well, obviously, we can use WhatsApp, email. We can email them as well. Yeah, we can email to every student, or we can WhatsApp. We can even WhatsApp. I'll tell you how to make sure that even if WhatsApp student A does not uses student B's data, okay, we will look at that as well. So here we go. Now, in order for me to act as a student, as a candidate, what I need to do is I obviously need to log out. Okay, because in one computer you cannot be a teacher and a candidate at the same time. So let's say I'm one of this student. So I've got the instructions from my teacher that I have to go to the following website to register. Here I go. I will directly land over here. And over here what I'll do is I will use the first option that all test takers registered here. Okay. Now the first thing we need to do is we have to enter the registration code. This registration code has been sent to every student, every candidate. Okay. So let's say I've sent this registration code to my particular student. Okay. So I'll enter that over here. I'll enter my daughter's name, and here we go. Username, and just keep a password which is strong. I will use, I have to see if it's available. Oh, it exists. Yeah, it's available. I'll use a password. Obviously in passwords you have to make sure that you have uppercase, lowercase letters and different characters. Email address is optional. Country, you need to select that. I agree and I register. If the information is correct, I will log in, and once I log in, I have my login created as a student. Okay, and I will start doing my test. There are 2 tests that have been allotted to me. Okay, so I will just start my test right now. I will get my instructions right away. Okay, I'll go through my instructions. Once I do so, I'll click on start. Now as soon as I start, you see that my timeline starts. So this means I have to finish this in 2 minutes so I can start and not waste my time. What is meant by TCP? Obviously transmission control protocol. Okay, I've made over here is true false MCQs. Bridge cannot be connected to more computers as compared to a switch, so it's false. Next, type letters and documents. We need word processor, car security control system, medical diagnosis expert system, and expert system. Right. And this is meant short question. So finish now, confirm finish now. Now the question 4 that we had, this was a short question. Now there obviously is no means that a system can get to know that the question typed, which consists of sentences, and can check that and tell us what's right or wrong, because it's not possible unless and until artificial intelligence is added in such kind of systems. So that's why they mentioned that this score is not final. Some questions have been sent for manual grading. If we had used multiple choice questions, true and false, and matching, we would have got our 100% result. So we have to see, we keep our short question minimum possible, because again we have to manually go back and check everything. Okay, so let's say the following student has done her test, done with that. I'll log out, and again now I'm logging in as a teacher. I'll enter my username password as a teacher, and this is the recent test that was given to class 9. Okay, okay, let's check the result of it. This was the same question. So over here I have one student is assigned who basically attempted it, and was able to finish in this much time. And if I look at the grade, I get 50%, obviously because one of the question was not answered properly. Okay, and so on and so wrong, correct, whatever. This was incorrect, this was incorrect, just to tell you that wrong will be marked wrong and right will be marked right, and this is how it will all go on. So this is the way we can do it. Obviously teachers need to explore it, they have to get acquainted with it, they should know how to use it very thoroughly. Seems to be